Well, it is a church service and a series of small groups and a dinner for people that come in off the street or for the people here in the congregation to share their problems with whatever they're recovering from, whether it's drug addiction, alcohol abuse, codependence, messy divorce, family problems, the list goes on and on. And when they come in, they have a good meal, then we try to put on a good music service and we try to put on a good church service, and then afterwards there's small groups that they go out and they can share their feelings with, either about the service or their week or their life, and or try to help someone who's in the group itself. And it's reaching across all geographic barriers and monetary barriers. I mean, you're getting people from all walks of life coming through the door. It's open for everybody. It's not just for people that are in recovery like me. It needs people from all walks of life to support it and to come in, because the people in the recovery service need the support of all our Christian brothers and sisters in the church. So just to come in and support these folks would be just truly awesome. I'd just like to reiterate that I would just feel so blessed if the people from the other services, they don't have to come every week, but would maybe make a stop in and say, welcome the people that are there. And I had somebody who hadn't been there who came and said, would it be all right if I came to the service? Because, I'm not really in recovery. And I said, you're the kind of people we need in the service to support the ones that are needing the support. So you can't do it without God, in my opinion. You gotta have God's support to bring you into sobriety, and you can't do it on your own. It was my experience. So. I had been sober for about 5 years, where through the medical field, I got addicted to oxycodone, and it was a long, hard process coming back to reality and living life without drugs and alcohol. So I felt like, I was in a position to where I could reach out and help people that were going through the same situation I was. And it's brought my life into perspective, where I can see the positive changes that have taken place in people that have walked through the doors here that were totally lost and totally had nowhere to turn and were at the end of the rope, and they wanted to get better, and they were reaching out to our recovery service, and they were reaching out to God, and it's just like a 1-2 punch to help bring them to sobriety or to dealing with whatever problem as was going on in their life. So I ran into another minister, and he happened to know somebody who needed help and was reaching out. And I went and met with this guy before the service and told him what we were trying to do. And the first couple of times he wouldn't get out of his car. He was too nervous to come in. And once he finally walked through the door, he went from using all kinds of recreational drugs and marijuana and alcohol to, over the course of the year, he just flat quit everything. And now he's a vital part of the recovery ministry. This is one of the amazing things that I'm finding too, is that people that walk through the door who get better, once they're in, they want to help other people coming through the door. And, if someone who hasn't experienced addiction, it's hard to relate to somebody who's trying to go through stopping doing whatever they're doing. And it's no fun. It's an awful process to go through. And the only way I've ever seen it work is with a lot of prayer and a lot of support. And you've got a community of people here that will do that. And the recovery congregation has grown significantly. We probably had a core group of about 20, and on any given night we can get as many as 60 to 70 people in there. Probably average is 45. A lot of those members have become full-time members here at State Street, including me and Melanie and a whole lot of other folks that walk through the door not knowing anything about State Street Methodist Church. Well, I think there'd be a void in about 100 people's lives. I know there'd be a void in mine. You know, I'm sure people that are connected will find a place to go and continue to do good work, but it would cut out a lot of good meals for some people there, where this meal is probably one of the better meals they have all week. It would cut off some good group communication time for people who need to say what's going on good or bad in their week, and they need it to share with somebody. It would totally take that audience away, and it would leave a big void. I know it would affect all the people that participate in the service, but I think it would go beyond that and affect their families and everything on down the line. So it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life, and State Street Methodist has been the vehicle to provide this type of service to the community. So I think it's awesome, and I'm thankful that you all decided to add this to your lineup of things that goes out to help the community. So thank you so much for providing this vehicle for people to get better. Thank you, State Street, for offering the recovery service. It's absolutely changing lives, and these people will go out in society and change the world.